All right, so we are live again, Internet Marketing Freaks. Here with me, John Curtis and John Philip, and you guys who are watching this, you are welcome to be part of our hangout. And we have quite an important message for you today. My name is, you can see my name down there, Maros Fair, triathlon freak. I love triathlon. I love workouts, and doing a lot of sports every day, but also internet marketing. I really love, living the freedom of internet marketers means, working from home and, empowering myself and empowering anybody who wants to embark on this journey of, being free and working from home. And the topic actually of this hangout today is about not giving up. It's about staying consistent and just going on even though your life might be difficult. And the journey of going whenever you want to go or towards your goal is not always easy. It's many times it's difficult and probably John Curtis or John Philip may also talk about the difficulties. You will you will stumble often. You will have in your life, especially if you are just starting with doing this kind of thing like internet marketing. And it's something that I've been doing for many years now, and I'm happy doing that. I have to say, I'm not somebody who is very successful, but it's something that I know that one day I will be. I have, of course, my vision, and we will talk about this also, how important it is to have a vision, how important it is for anybody who is doing that, who is going towards his goals, to have not just goals, because goals are great, but if you want really to kind of be more powerful with your goals and be more confident and be kind of more in this state of assurance that one day you will get there, you really need a big vision. And today we want to talk about your vision and about our vision as well. So I don't know if one of you, Johns, would like to hop on now and talk about our message we want to share today.
Sure, yeah. I'll jump on. Rose, thank you so much for having me on here today again. Um, I gotta tell you, I'm really excited to be here with you guys today, and also I'm just really thrilled to be a part of this. And this week, I've been talking already. Just this week's only half over. Today's Hump Day, and I've already been talking to a lot of people who are interested and excited in getting involved in what we're doing. They ask me, what is it that you're doing? And I show them uh, my blog and some of the things I'm doing online. And it's always so exciting for me to see the sparkle in people's eyes when they realize there's something else out there. Like so you're telling me there's a chance. You're telling me there's hope. Because like you said, like whether you hit it big right away, like some people do, and really make a lot of money, or it's just something you work at consistently and kind of build something brick by brick and course by course, it's definitely something that has the potential to change your life. So if you're watching out there right now and you're like, what is this all about? Who's this goofy guy in glasses with the koala or a panda bear sitting behind him? And, just know that, like, John C. and Maros and myself, we're all real people that are involved in this. We're all real people that are going through, not only going through the steps, but putting ourselves in this and doing it consistently so that we can see results and we can see how it affects our lives positively. So again, I just want to say how excited I am to be here today, but also to be a part of this and to be talking with people about it. I mean, I talked to two people today. Talked to one gentleman who said, I said, you know, I understand you're interested in making some money online. And he said, well, yeah, of course, definitely, you know, and I could just hear the passion in his voice, and he had actually said he's been looking at several different offers online and wasn't sure which one I was talking about, and you know, I directed him back to a video that I had showed various people online, and he said, oh yeah, that one. He right away knew what I was talking about, and I think part of that's because the person on the video is really captivating, but also because he knew that this was something different. You know, there's a lot of things going on online these days. I'm sure if you're out there and you've been putting your email address in here and there to see what comes up, and you know, there's all kinds of different things you can get into. But the thing about this opportunity is that you really have the opportunity to build something very special around your own passions. It's not just selling something and making a buck. It's not just trying to get a bunch of people on your team and, you know, sell it so that they can sell it. And it's not that whole MLM scheme. It really is getting into something that's kind of like it's like jumping on your own journey, jumping on your own path finally, to where you can share your passions, whether it's dog training, like John C. on the West Coast there in San Diego, yeah, buddy, or you know, whatever it is, like whatever it is that you want to share about, you can do that, and you can learn how to promote yourself and promote your product. Actually, I don't know if I shared with you about this last week. I think I did, about the guy who, I'll touch on it again this week because it's just huge. It was a huge eye-opener for me, a huge breakthrough for me. This gentleman who sells woodworking machinery. I met him in Las Vegas several weeks ago at the event, which was just incredible. And that's another reason why I'm so excited, because I want to see, I can't wait to take my team there. I mean, you know, it's kind of like taking a kid to a candy store. They're just like, wow, look at all the colors and the sweet things, and you know, it's just so exciting for people that are new to it. And I'm always thrilled. I don't know about you guys. You can talk about this later, but in a minute here, I'm always thrilled to take people somewhere new. You know, whether it's a new restaurant that you just love, and you know, you're just like, you got to try this one dish, and the service is great. You know, whether it's that, or whether it's a park that you just discovered and you want to share it with your friends. You know, go play frisbee, whatever it is. I'm always excited to take people to a new place and to a new opportunity, and so that's why I just can't wait. I'm just thrilled to go to Las Vegas with my team. But let me go back to what I was talking about. And this guy who I met there, and this woodworking machinery that he's selling online, and you know, he was spending lots and lots of money, $26,000 in 3 months, he said, on putting his ad on Google AdSense. Okay, and this is not what we do. We're not going to ask you to spend that kind of money at all to promote yourself. But what happened is that he got his website that promotes his product. He got that website up on the first page of Google, and of the Google search, so that people can find his product. But he didn't get any sales from it, and he's like, "What am I doing? What am I doing wrong?" And then he came across this chance to start writing about his product in what we call a blog. For those of you who are not familiar with it, and a blog is different from a website in that it's not static. A website's static. It has pages that just basically stay the same. People can navigate through those pages, you know, but it's kind of like the thing where once they've been to it once, they've seen it. But a blog is always changing, you know, because you're updating it with articles about your product, with, you know, updates in your company, and people come back and they see that there's something new to see there. So he started blogging with this Kalatu blog platform. And if you're interested in getting into blogging, you're interested in this opportunity, definitely get back in touch with one of us, because this is how powerful it can be. I'll let you know. He started blogging, and within just 1 month, his articles about his product were right up there with that same website, the static website that he had about his product. And furthermore, not only was it right up there on the same page, the first page of Google search, but he got 3 sales of that product in the first month. And 3 sales is big for this kind of product, because it's like a $30,000, $40,000 product that he's selling, this machinery. And so he was just ecstatic, and so excited, in fact, that he decided, I'm going to go to the event. I'm going to learn more about this. I'm going to learn more about how I can make this even better. So I'm kind of fueling off of his excitement right now and passing it on to you, because I just was so thrilled to know that, like, somebody who has a product and wants to promote it online can jump onto this blog and use it, and just totally, I mean, in a matter of weeks and a month, can just totally turn around their viewership, turn around and improve their web presence to promote that product. Now, whether you have a product or not, that's okay. There's other products. There's products within the affiliate program that you can promote. You will be promoting when you sign up. But you know, it's just amazing that you can really just take off with it. And John C. will tell you more about that with his own product and his own service that he has, which is really cool. He'll tell you more about that in a little bit. I want to tell you a little bit more about my story, so you kind of have a sense of where my where my drive comes from and where my inspiration comes from, why I'm doing this, and why I'm really consistent about it. Because that's kind of the theme that as Maros introduced here, is that our theme today is talking about being consistent. Maybe you've experienced this in your life, whether it's in your studies or whether it's in athletics, whether it's in music. Anytime you take a break from one of those things, like you take 2 weeks off of practicing the drums or saxophone or something, you notice that there's a decline in your ability, or you notice that there's a decline in the interaction that you have with your audience. And this is the same kind of thing with this. We really talk about and teach the value of being consistent, but not only the value of being consistent, we talk about how to be consistent. And a lot of people are scared of it because they think, it's hard for me to jog every day. How can I blog every day? Or how can I connect with my audience every day? But there's really, really simple ways, not only to remind yourself to do it, but also really, really simple ways of going about doing it. And we'll talk about some of those ways today. So you're in for a good show tonight, good hangout. I want to like I said, I want to tell you my story to lay the background here. My wife and I moved to America from Korea last year, and we did that because we really wanted to start a new life in America. We wanted to be closer to my family. We wanted to be in a place where we could grow as a family, and our daughter, she's turning 5 this fall. We were just talking about earlier. She's going to be going to kindergarten, and she's in a place where she speaks both Korean and English, and she's growing, right? We wanted her to have a comfortable place to grow, so we moved here, and we found a nice town to live in here in Colorado, and it's great. We've got a great community, and I found what I thought was a good teaching job. But as many of you might know, teaching, it just doesn't get it doesn't. We don't, as teachers, we don't get paid a lot. And in fact, you get worked really, really hard, and you don't really get appreciated for that, because the system is, it's difficult. There's oftentimes not enough funding, and in my case, our school is heavily understaffed. So long story short, it just wasn't enough to pay the bills, and more importantly, I couldn't continue to feel like I was being undervalued. Like I knew, like I'm sure some of you out there know for yourself, that you have skills and talents that you want to share with the world. And whatever it is you're doing, you just feel like you're spinning your tires and not able to actually gain traction and get somewhere with your skills and talents and reach people. So it just really ate my core being, to be in that position of working so hard and not really getting that appreciation and not really getting anywhere where I felt I wanted to go. So I was stressed. My health was really deteriorating, and I didn't have enough time to spend with my family even. I was coming home in the evenings and I didn't have time to spend with my family. Barely had time for dinner, and then it was off to bed so I could get up again and do it in the morning again. And there was one point when I'd picked up a part-time job because I thought that would help, bring in some more money, and but I came back from that. It was after a sixth day of being at work that week, and on a Saturday, and I came home and I was, and not in a good condition, not in good shape, and my daughter just looked at me and said, this is really shocking coming from a fourth grader. She just looked at me and she said, "Daddy, are you going crazy, Daddy?" Like she just saw that I was distraught about this, about working so hard and not really getting anywhere. And so I knew right then, I just knew right then that I had to do something to get out of this situation for me and my family. And I remember coming across some online opportunities. Like I said, there's a lot of them out there. But then, I guess I just followed one thing after the other, and I ended up speaking with a gentleman from Denmark, my sponsor Thomas, who some of you may know. He's been on this Hangout before. He's a great guy. He's very inspirational, and some of the things that he's doing right now it's definitely worth following what he's doing. It's really interesting. But when I started talking with him, for one, I realized, wow, he's a real person. Okay, this isn't just some silly scam or scheme online. There's a real person behind this, and not only that, he's a real cool person. So I like that. I like making friends and meeting people around the world. And not only that, he enjoys what he's doing. And at one point, he did say, though, he just said, John, this takes work. This isn't just like press a button and get rich. It does take work. And it was at that point that point that might turn some people away. They're like, well, I don't want to work. I just want to make money. Okay, good luck finding that opportunity. It's probably not out there. But it was at that point when I realized that, wow, this really is real. Okay, because I'm no stranger to hard work. I like working. But I like working on something that I enjoy. I like working on something that makes me feel alive. Okay, and particularly connecting with people. And so I realized right away that this was something that not only could propel my family into a great future, but also something that I would enjoy doing because it involved actual work. It didn't just involve, clicking here and clicking there and waiting for the money to come in, because actually that doesn't really exist. It does involve work, and it also involves something that's really key to anybody who's thinking about getting into this, and that is community. Okay, it involves community. Whether it's watching and hanging out like this with people you meet, or whether it's going to an event and actually meeting the people, firsthand, meeting them face to face and hearing their stories face to face, how they got started, how they stuck with it, how they kept that fervor alive and were consistent enough to see results. So, you know, I've been in it now for a while now, and I'm I'm so thrilled. Again, I'll say this again. I'm just so thrilled to keep at it, because like I said, from talking to a couple people today, just seeing that spark in people's eyes when they realize that this is something real, just as I did when I talked to Thomas. Just seeing that spark in people's eyes just lights me up and helps me realize why I'm doing this, and helps me keep going and stay consistent. But I'll tell you something. At some point, whether before you get it started at it in this, or as you're getting in the first stages of it, what you're going to want to do is develop a reason, a big reason for why you're in it. Okay? And we call this a why. Your why. You've probably heard of this before. Maybe not. Maybe it's new to you. And if it is, listen up, and I'm going to take you through a little bit of a visualization activity, visualization exercise, because it helps to kind of not just hear about this stuff and think, okay, yeah, I'm going to have a reason, but it helps to actually do something in your mind. And I'm kind of big on mental activities, mental exercises. I do some meditation that I find has really just propelled my mental state into not necessarily like I'm a brilliant person, but just to the place of clarity where I can sort of see, I can see further, or I can see something in my life that I need to do. And so that's what this takes. Is it takes first of all, the right mentor, like I told you, Thomas. Like I said, just seeing his eyes and seeing that he does this too, and that it works for him, and that it is work. It's not just some, flopping around on the internet with some links and this and that. It actually is work. So having the right mentor and the right system, boy, and I tell you what, once you go through the videos, you'll see that this is definitely well put together. It's definitely well thought out and based on proven strategies and techniques that people have tried and succeeded at, and then put into a system that other people can do the same thing with. So the right mentor, the right system, and then the right mindset. Okay, the right mindset. And I'll take you through that. I want to take you through a little exercise now. There's many different things you can do with this. There's even a great audio series that where people are just incredibly inspiring and help you grow in your mind to a place where you can be consistent with what you do day in and day out. But I want to take you through something right now that will help set the stage for you to understand why you want to get into this and why you're doing this. So let's see if this works, guys. Let me know. Give me a shout out if for some reason it doesn't work. But here we go. So first you're going to see here a window. Okay. This is the window of a train or a subway. And it's a blank window.
John, you want us to see the screen?
Yeah, okay. I gotta turn the screen. I knew there was something I should do here first. Okay.
No problem.
Let's do the screen share here. All right. This is going to require some imagination for me, folks. So I suggest getting into a place where you're comfortable. Maybe you saw this last week, and if you did, that's okay. Let's do it again. If not, this might be new for you. It does require some imagination, so you can follow along with the images, or you can close your eyes if that helps. But First of all, just imagine a window. You can look at the screen and imagine this train window. It's a blank window. There's nothing there. And in your mind, you want to clear all that clutter away from the day. Maybe you had a hectic day, a crazy day. Maybe things didn't go well for you, or maybe it was a really exciting, wonderful day too. That's okay. That's great. But what you want to do is just erase, like a chalkboard eraser. Just erase that window, or like take a squeegee. You can kind of imagine, even in your mind, taking a squeegee and just wiping that window clean. And there's nothing in there, nothing in behind that window. Now, just feel that calm of the nothingness, and as things try to appear in the window, just kind of let them go. Let them go. Push them aside or erase them. You know, as the day's events try to creep up, and well, that thing you're thinking about, you're trying to figure out, just let all that go. Just let it go. And when you feel that calm represented by the clear window, when you actually feel that calm within your mind and within your heart, within your being, and you realize that all those things that are cluttering your mind and cluttering that window are just, they're not actually there. They're not real. And you actually have control over them. You can cut them out. When you get to that place where you feel that calm, let the most important thing, your passion, the thing that makes you feel the most alive, let that thing appear in your window. So, you know, for Marosh, he's a triathlon freak. He's way into triathlon. So maybe for him, his bike might appear, or his running shoes. You know, for John C., maybe his dogs, you know, or the people that he works with, people that he connects with on a daily basis. Those passions, what makes you feel alive. Just put that in the window and hold it there long enough to really let it soak in. Okay, I think last week I shared an image of my passion, one of my passions. I wasn't able to find that again, but I want to take you on to the next step here. Okay? And that is, now that you have your passion, you want to know why it is you're doing that passion. Why are you getting closer to that passion? Why are you sharing that passion with the world? And so this exercise here is represented by this image of a boardwalk. And this boardwalk leads to the ocean, the vast ocean. Now, you're walking along this boardwalk, taking one step after the next. Now imagine yourself taking those steps. You're being consistent with your steps, not faltering, just taking those steps. And in order to keep taking those steps, one after the next, there needs to be something at the end of the boardwalk there. The ocean is just so vast and mysterious. There needs to be something there that you can see that will drive you to keep walking forward. So put your why, your big why, at the end of the boardwalk there. Is it your family? Is it travel? Maybe you've always just wanted to stand next to the Eiffel Tower. Put that there. Maybe you've always wanted to surf. And you're getting to a place where you can just surf for the rest of your life. Put your surfboard at the end of the boardwalk there. And know that you're taking the steps one after another to reach that goal, to reach your big why. So I'll give you a couple of moments here to just visualize that. Okay. So I don't know how that was for you guys. You know, I recommend doing visualizations like that for yourself when you have the chance, or when you're feeling like, wow, man, what am I doing? You've got all this energy towards it, but you're not sure where that energy is going, and you're not sure if it's going in the right place. Just take a moment to pause and close your eyes and imagine that boardwalk again. Imagine something that's so important to you is at the end of that boardwalk, and that you're going there. Take the doubt out of your mind, and just know that by taking that next step, you're getting closer to reaching your goals and your dreams. So, just want to leave that with you guys, and hope that was helpful. John's giving me a thumbs up. I think he's excited about that. So I'd like to hear more from John. Actually, I'm really excited about his work and things that he does, and we actually had a good chance to chat more about last week about his work and my interest in dogs. And actually, my family we're considering getting a dog here soon, and we really we think that'd be a great addition to the family. So I'm interested to hear more about John's story. I'll pass it on to John unless you want to jump in, Maros. Is that cool? Pass it on to John here.
Sure. I'll let John Curtis speak. Yeah, that's great.
Awesome. Thank you very much. That was just great, John. The visualization is powerful, man. I mean, I hope you guys participated in that, because if you really closed your eyes and really went through that process, you can really begin to understand the importance of changing your mindset. Because if you don't change your mindset, then you're not going to change your actions, and if you don't change your actions, then you're going to just repeat everything that you're doing in life, and you're not going to go forward. Wherever you are right now, that's all that's going to happen if you don't change your mindset and change your views about what you're doing and how you're doing it. So the topic tonight, again, is the importance of consistency to get ahead, man. And I have a lot of things I can talk about. I'm actually trying to condense everything to try to give you guys the best value, because consistency is super, 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 super important. And just a little bit about me before I talk about that. I'm a dog trainer. Started training dogs about 20 years ago, and I've done a lot of stuff since then to be able to pay the bills, just like everybody else has to do. Okay, so I've gained a lot of skills and talents, just like John Phillips has said, that we do along the way in life. And we learn to, what works, what doesn't work. And again, as long as we are going in the right direction towards our goals, and we maintain consistency, then we're going to be able to achieve that. Okay, but there's a lot of things we need to do other than maintain consistent, because sometimes people have bad habits. And if you maintain a consistency with a bad habit, then you're just going to get worse with that habit, or some other issues might arise with that. So you have to measure yourself, right? You have to first of all have a vision, which is why I said it's important, and I hope you guys really went through that visualization that John was kind enough to go through with us, because that's very powerful. Once you have a vision, you have a goal, okay? And once you have a goal, you can create that destination and that journey in order to achieve that, okay? And then once you're consistent with that, you can measure yourself periodically to maintain that you're on the right track, that you're staying in the right direction towards your goal. So that's why it's really, really important to stay consistent. That's like the basics of staying consistent, okay? So like John said, I mean, we do all kinds of things as we're getting older, okay? And we get involved in networking, okay? We get involved with meeting different people, and we get involved in sharing different things with different people, and we call for different services. You call the cable company, and you have the cable company come to your house and provide you with service. That is a form of networking. You just continue with relationships. You build relationships. You make new friends over time. That's a form of networking. So networking in itself is powerful. And what you do with whatever you're networking about, whatever you're sharing about, if you have a business, if you have a value, if you have something that you want to hear, that you want people to hear about, because people actually forget about you wanting to tell people. People need to hear it. People want to hear what it is that you have to say, and I'll tell you why that's true. You don't know, you can't read people's minds. You don't know who wants to hear from you. You don't know what you're going to say or when you're going to say it that is going to make an impact, a positive impact on someone's life. That is why people need to hear what you have to say, okay? And they want to hear what you have to say because we all want to grow, right? And if people don't want to grow, then we don't want to be with those people. We want to be with like-minded people that are going to get us to where our vision is taking us, okay? So by sharing our vision, we help people. We pay it forward. We give people whatever information that we give them, and they take it how they take it. And if they are taking it as a good thing, and they're learning and creating value and helping them achieve whatever their goals and destinations are, then we're going to help create a spark in their eyes, like John said, right? So now this is where it gets really cool. Because once we create a spark in people's eyes, that spark is because they see the potential with whatever value that they already have in expressing it towards other people and sharing that value. They don't have a spark in their eyes because of the story you told them. Maybe that story was really, really touching emotionally. Maybe it was it made you even cry, or it made you laugh, or whatever. But that sparkle in the eye that John is referring to is that sparkle when you see, when you open up your mind, when you see the possibilities of achieving what you only thought was a dream or a wish previously. Okay? Now, we all have to, again, maintain consistency because we don't know when it's going to happen. We don't know when success is going to come, and we don't know how success is going to come. But we're not chasing for success. We're not looking for success with this program or this job or that job. We're looking for success within ourselves, okay? And once you feel comfortable with what you're doing, and once you know what your goals and destinations are, then the success will come to you because you will attract like-minded people that will help you get there. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's really, really important to create that spark, to pay it forward, right? So that you're able to create that spark in somebody's eyes, right? And so once you're able to do that, you can create things that would never have been created before if you didn't create that spark in someone's eye. You follow me? So how do we know that, or George Washington, or Tesla, or Ben Franklin, or I can keep going, how do we know somebody didn't say something to them to put a spark in their eye to bring the creation that was already with them, that they were born with, that they had at that moment in time, that they heard whatever they needed to hear from whoever they needed to hear it, in order to do amazing things, not only for themselves, but for a lot of other people. So that right there is the power of networking, number one. Okay, because if you don't share your value, then nobody's going to hear it, but we want to hear it. We want to know how to make electricity. We want to know how to be able to get on the internet. We want to know how to be able to have electric cars from Tesla and from whatever benefits that all these people have, and all these posts that everybody writes, and John's stories and Mauro's stories and a lot of other people's stories that have tremendous stories and are still continuing their journey, because I'm not at my goal yet, but I have a lot of reasons to be extremely happy because of the success that I'm creating and because of what's going on. As a matter of fact, nothing's guaranteed in life, okay? You guys get what you put forth in this world. We only have time. We all have 24 hours in a day. We all have time, the same time, and we all have time to do what we do. So whatever activities you decide to do, you're choosing to do those activities. Now, I choose to do income-producing activities. So a lot of times, I have to sacrifice. I have to stay consistent and sacrifice. So how bad do you want it, right? Because sometimes you can say, tomorrow I'll do it, or this, that, or the other thing, right? Well, it depends on what you're looking at, because I put off things. I put off doing some yard work. I put off doing a couple of other things, a lot of other things. But I'm not putting off being consistent with my business, okay, which is westcoastdogtrainer.net. I'm a dog trainer, like I said, okay. I love dogs. I love helping people. I'm able to actually teach more people now on the internet than I was able to teach before, and I'm able to pay it forward in a tremendous way now. And as a matter of fact, like we said, you pay it forward in 7 minutes out on the call, a commission statement for a double multiple four figures. Double four figures. So I'm not going to mention numbers because, again, nothing's guaranteed for anybody, okay? So multiple thousands of dollars is what I'm saying right now, okay? That I just made 7 minutes before this hangout got on here. And the reason why I made that is because I'm consistent with what I'm doing. Now back to the reason why you want to be consistent. You create the spark in somebody's eyes. You create a vision in their eyes. And then they take their value and then they grow, right? And you know what? Man, this is awesome because I put a spark in somebody's eyes. Penny Glinky, okay? Love you. She not only saw the value within herself, she created a nonprofit organization, which I'm a part of, called National Paw Pals, which gets emergency dog food to dogs across the entire United States. And we are having plans to continue to grow that vision because we are maintaining consistency in our goals, okay, and what we're doing. And we're being around like-minded people who are helping us achieve this at a dramatic pace. Okay? I just got serious about my business, and I just got serious about networking in February of last year. I created almost 4,000 fans, and I created a lot of other fans from all other areas within Facebook and other social media sites, and when just talking to people and doing classes and you name it, because you interact with people every day all over the place, wherever you go, whatever you do. You have the opportunity to talk to people. A lot of people just are quiet. Now, I'm not saying be annoying, but share your story, right? And the best way to share your story is how? To talk about it. But the best way to share your story online is with a blog, right? Because people can see your story or your value, whether it's a business or a topic or a service or whatever it is. So it's really, really beneficial for you to not only have that, but it's really beneficial for you to have it through this platform, because this platform is actually the reason why I made the money that a little while ago. And I'm looking at probably, 3 to 4 times that the rest of in the next 5 days by the end of the month. So the point is that I'm creating success because of the consistency that I'm developing, right? And I'm creating sparks in people's eyes, and programs are happening, and creations are happening, and people's lives are being changed because of what? Because we're sharing value, and you have value. If you're watching this right now, if you're listening to me right now, you have tremendous value. You have more value than you think you have. Even if you think you have a lot of value, you're not sharing it with enough people, because more people need to hear about it. So why wouldn't you take advantage of being in a platform, right, that will, number one, take you somewhere new? John said he loves to take some people to some new place, people somewhere new. So you yourself can, number one, go somewhere new and take a lot of people with you, right? You can have an opportunity through this platform to be on the first page and second page of Google if you take advantage of the training and you do what you have to do and maintain consistency and stay consistent, because if you learn things and you implement them, then you're going to be able to succeed. You have to be consistent though, right? So then you're going to get exposure if you do these things, right? For the cost of the platform, first of all, you're going to save tons of money being able to utilize the abilities that would cost you a lot more money to be able to get on the first page of Google, right? To get the exposure, to get in front of the right people that really want to see whatever topic that is you are looking for. Because people go online all the time and they search for things, right? Well, what are they searching for? What are you talking about? What is your value? My value is dog training. So I market words and I market different posts to be able to get on the first page in regards to dog training. But you have value. You have a business, right? So back to what the spark in people's eyes, right? So I don't know if you guys can see this, man, but I'm wearing a shirt that actually just came in the we are changing lives because we're sharing the values, right? Because we changed our mindset, because we saw a vision that John walked you through in the beginning of this webinar, right? Now, a lot of people are very close-minded, but you're not, because you're still watching this. But a lot of people are close-minded. And those people would hear somebody saying, I need a little imagination from you right now. I need a little bit of cooperation from you right now. And I need you to go through this. I need you to experience something. Because once you experience something, then you can make an educated decision about it. But a lot of people make an uneducated decision before they experience something. And when you make an uneducated decision before you experience something, you could possibly not put a sparkle in somebody's eyes, and possibly not change, create organizations, or just put a spark in somebody's eyes for them to change the world. Washington, Lincoln, Tesla, Franklin, come on. There's a lot of people out there that would not have been where they were if they didn't find the outlet in order to be able to share their value. And we have the opportunity right now for you. We have the opportunity for you right now. For less than the cost of dinner, you can utilize a platform that would be able to help you with your business, that would be able to help you with your vision, your goal. Maybe you're into yoga. Maybe you're into fitness. Maybe you're a bodybuilder. Maybe you're into the acrobats. Maybe you're into whatever you're into. I'm into dogs, right? We're into what we're into. The point is that people want to hear it. So why not profit from doing what you're already doing without doing anything extra? You just have to take the time to get the education to be able to start to implement the things in order to achieve the results that we are achieving. And then it's easy. And then lives are going to change. And then you can consistently grow. And then you can consistently measure yourself. And then you can adjust what works. And you can have more time back. Because if you don't utilize a platform today and network on something today, or network somehow today, you are going to continue to trade your time in for your income. And if you're retired, then whatever you're doing today is the only thing you're going to be doing until the end of days. And if you're okay with that, I'm okay with that. But if you want to have a better life no matter where you're at, I taught Penny how to utilize this system when she didn't even really know how to do too much. She knew how to do quite a few things. She was online chatting, playing games, sending emails, but she didn't really know how to do anything with widgets and shortcuts and URLs and different things, right? Not only in 6 weeks has she been able to get about 35% of her blogs on the first page, but she's actually able to achieve on number 5 with 95 million results, and number 1 with over 2 million results, and a whole bunch of other ones. So I'm going to have to plug in here in a second, but that's, you know what? That's really all I have to say about this, because you need to understand, you waste more money during a week than it costs you to possibly change your life right now if you change your mindset and take the opportunity to get the education and experience something new and different to help you to give your value away. You're always trying to charge more money for your services and businesses, and your menus go up and the cost of your products go up. Because why? Because you need to make more money. Because why? Because your bills go up, right? So there's other ways out there, and we're here to tell you that this is the way right here. So if we brought you here, you need to click join right now. And if you want to get a hold of us, then you know how to get a hold of us. But there's nothing to wait. We're not talking about making a life decision over here and putting up your house. We're talking about something that costs less than dinner, and you're going to get an education that's something you won't even believe. I wish Penny was actually on this Hangout tonight. I should have thought about this earlier so that she can express her story, because it's a tremendous story, and I think we might have her on at some point in the future. But that's really all I have to say, man. I appreciate your guys' time. I love you. Have a vision. Seriously, this is my vision. My son is in the Army right now, and I'm trying to bring him home so he can raise his son. I got a grandson, 4 months old, Liam Honor Curtis. They named him Honor because they were honored to have a child, and I'm honored to have a son and a grandson, which is what my why and the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing right now, and I'm starting to create massive success. And I want you guys to join us and be with us. Because these people are tremendous. Okay, forget about it. This is not a business. This is your business. This is your life, and the people around us are just tremendous, and we want to help you succeed. So get with us. You guys have a good one, man. It was a pleasure.
All right, John Curtis, thanks a lot. It was just fantastic speech and a lot of value you gave us tonight. And I want to thank you again for just very inspiring words. Also, I want to thank John Philip for his fantastic exercise, the visualization, which was great. Actually, I really enjoyed that. And you know, I just want to wrap up this hangout. We've been, you know, we have been on the hangout for almost an hour now, so it's quite a long hangout tonight. So again, guys, anybody who is interested in you know, joining the business opportunity we are kind of talking about and you know, are kind of excited about, just get in touch with John Curtis. I don't know if I have to spell it, because John, you don't have your tag there. It would be John and then CURTIS, right?
WestCoastDogTrainer.net, buddy.
All right, that's the one. Cool. And then John Philip, you've seen him already. It was, I think his website is, you here, buddy? Okay.
That's workwithjam.com.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, work with Jam, that's fantastic. Actually, the join button is not working if you are on the website of internetmarketingfreakslive.com. So just get in touch with us. You can also get in touch with me. You will find my Facebook page if you type in my name there. You see my name down there, MAROSFEHER. All right, guys, thanks a lot again, and we'll be here next week again. Wednesday should be the same time, same 7 p.m. Eastern. Is it called Eastern time? I guess so. And you know, we will share some value again with you. And if you have any questions, just let us know. It's you can go to the website of internetmarketingfreakslive.com, or you can ask John Curtis, John Philip, anything you want to know. We are more than happy to help you with any questions. All right, guys. Thank you, and have a good night. Ciao, ciao.